Well, folks, hello and welcome back to Relaxing Woodshop. Of course, my name is David.
My name's Christopher.
Long time no see.
I know, I've been very busy recently.
You have.
Very busy.
Work, house, garden,
House.
Yeah. So, guys, I hope you loved the last video. We were really enjoying it.
Mm-hmm.
So now what we're on to this end now is putting the cross beams, like we said, getting the live edge put on. Then we're going to take away the old patio. There is a concrete foundation underneath it. Whoever put that down, put it down well. So there's actually a concrete form of slab underneath, which will be great because guess what we're going to do in the next video?
What are we going to do?
We're going to deck around the gazebo while using the post as the main frame, and then we'll be able to rest other posts to that concrete foundation for support. So
very good.
Yeah, so anything else you want to say? Likes, and see, he hasn't done this in a while, so thank you so much for all your likes. Thank you so much for people subscribing.
599 subscribers.
It's a bit eccentric there, so it was, yeah. So yes, 599. Come on, guys, get us to 600.
600.
I know our plan was Christopher was all excited because we suddenly started to spike up, and he thought we might get the 1,000 by Christmas, but I think if we get the 700 by Christmas, we're probably doing well. But anyway, all your support means so much, guys. So thank you. And yeah, so we'll just keep going. Let's keep going. Now, folks, this sometimes can be a real bad thing to do. I've been told you're hit or miss with this one. So during the other video, I missed about 3 to 4 minutes of footage of when we originally put the big beams that were put in, connected them. And I don't want anybody to miss anything throughout this show. So we're going to do a wee montage of a back video of about 4 minutes, so I'll change the colour tone to make it look as if we're looking back, like something to do in the movies, just to give you an idea where we were there, and then we'll move back into the roof. But the whole point is to show you every step, warts and all. Okay, folks, one lucky thing when you're pretty much doing this on your own is that because I'm on the higher level, I'm actually able to work up on above without having to get on the ladders, and I can work my way across. So what I've done, beam on, is as we've seen, we put all the creosote type material at the bottom. So we've rested these up. The big beam will cut to 10 foot 6 inches. Even though it's 10 foot, I want a 3 foot overhang on each side. So there's my 3 foot overhang. So I've clamped one side, we'll clamp the other, just to bring it all together. And now what we'll do is from here we'll drill our bolts into the back of this here and get a really good support. And the bolts we'll use, real good railway bolts. Done. have a break in the weather once again. So this board here is going to be a copy of that. So if you have a look there, copy of that there. So it's a support truss that goes across. We're only going to have 2 of them because we have the 2 outer ones completely supported, and I want to leave this a wee bit open. So we'll have 1 there and 1 there, and it will also hang another project that we will do where we'll be wiring up lights into it. So all we need to do is bring this around nice and carefully because we're up about 12 feet. Bring this up, and I'll probably have to move the ladders, but we'll take this up, get a pencil, mark that side, cut, which I'll not bore you with, but I will show you then me putting it up onto the roof. Okay, this is for Gary. On my last video I got a comment from one of my viewers saying drill face. So 1 second. And then we'll just copy that on the other side, and then the big moment where we're going to start putting the live edge on the main unit. Okay guys, I don't know if you can see where I'm at here, but I've got the spirit level, and it's just nice and even on the bubble. So we'll get these 6, you can see I put those screws in earlier to make it a lot easier when you're up this far. So we'll just get them drilled in, and then we'll get on. You probably noticed in and out of the wee video, the cameraman was asked to hide a wee test that we did with the live edge and make sure it's beautiful, but no, got caught in. But we're so excited with the live edge, it looks absolutely beautiful. So this is the last bit, and then we're on to the live edge. Alright, so now we're up here. This is the bit where I'm going to show you how we do this, especially if you're on your own. Now I know if the camera wasn't here, you get better assistance, but we need to film this as well. Now, this board here, I want to hang out 2 inches because I want to make sure there's real good rain push away from the back section of it, because we want to landscape this area as well. So if you're bringing a board up, it can be very hard to mess with each side. So nice tip, get to the ruler. The board is 8 inches, so I will go to 6 inches. Press here, and that's going to be our point to where we push the board. I'll do the same on the other side, and same on the other side. 6 inches. Now, those nails will come out, but it's just a space for us to select it in, so we know on both sides we're sitting 6 inches high. So obviously with friction, that's going to hold itself. So now what I need to do is there should be a 6-inch overhang on each side. So we'll just line that up to make sure there's a 6-inch overhang. Now, unlike any other board, there is only going to be one row of screws on every other on every board. This one here is the only board where I'm going to put an extra drill at each section here, because if the wind's going to catch that from that end, you can see there'll be a little bit of give there. So I want to put an extra screw on each bit. Thanks for your help there. 9-inch, that's a whopper. So folks, as always, we are almost done, which is looking lovely, and it's raining again, so it is. So, and the wind's starting to pick up as well, and I'm right at the top here. So what we've done is we've got all the way up. It is, I think, what, if you would agree with me, I think it's looking absolutely beautiful. Now what we need to now, guys, what we now need to do is show you how to do the peak. So I've got a gap, and I'm going to tell you the reason that I wanted the gap there. But we need to put a membrane down just to fill that wee bit, and then 2 more live edges on top of the membrane. So let's get to it. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, between that gap, and I'll explain why there is a gap there, but between that wee gap, so we're talking about 2 inches. So what we're going to do, we're going to use this here. So this is polythene damp proof course. So we're going to bridge the gap between it and there, tack it down with some tack nails. But then what we're going to do is we're going to put another layer of the live edge over the top of that to hide that. So should any drips come through, they'll feed through, down through, and will be as dry as a bone. And then once we get down to the bits that we're going to do inside, we'll sort it out. So folks, it's near impossible not having 2 people up here, but as you can see, so the felt goes down and it crosses over 50-50 on each side, and then we put the extra live edge board. It kind of doubles up, plus that 1 or so inch gap. That'll create the bing, so if there's any water that runs down, that'll go in through and under, and then that'll also give it a nice wee finish. But as you can see, she looks beautiful. Really, really turned out lovely. And that's how we do that. Okay folks, so as you know, all done, completed, looking absolutely lovely. So now what we want to do is to beautify the back bit. So you've seen there was an old fence up there, and as much as it was a nice blue at the time, it now doesn't suit anything around here. So we've removed that, and it's revealed an old breeze block wall with a nice, obviously, you can see that, the brick. So what we want to do is get these posts off. Now they're completely rotten. I've tried everything with the screws, not getting into them. So what we're just going to simply do, pry bar, mini sledge, and we'll just pull them through, get that emptied, and then that allows to put some nice toppers on it. Now for the toppers, we're going to use these. So we're going to pick 6 or 7 of the clean ones, recycle, reuse, and we'll get them up on with some cement. Okay folks, as you can see, the patio is up. I didn't want to bore you with just lifting slabs. It really is just a point of lifting slabs and doing your back end. So, all lifted up. Now what we need to do is, you'll probably see we've been tidying away at this. So I want to cut this a bit further back. We're going to put the under layer, membrane, whatever you want to call it, weed protector, down. Then we're going to re-brick that fresh again behind that, so we're just the weeds. Then we're going to put another membrane down around this area. Then we're going to get a a couple of tons of the stones. They level all that out and make it look nice before we put the deck on top. Some people say, why on earth would you want to do that underneath? Well, if you prep your floor underneath your decking good before you put the decking down, then there's less chance of there's weeds coming through. And also, if you look between the gaps, you'll see that there's nice stone area rather than out dusty sand bits. So it is worth it in the long term. So let's keep going. So there we have it for another week at the Relaxing Wood Shop. It really turned out lovely, didn't it?
It did. Beautiful.
I surprised ourselves. Is that wording? I surprised ourselves. But it sounds, you know what I'm trying to say, yeah. So, I mean, I didn't expect it to come out as well as I thought. Worrying about, because where we are in that back garden, there is literally an angle going off here, an angle going off there, an angle going off there on the flat side, and then on the ground, we had an off slope all the way down that way, and then another off slope all the way down that way, and then an old pond that used to be there, so when we started digging down, we had to go down. So, yeah, but fun. Fun. So, what we're going to do in the next video is, yes, as long as the wood comes in time, it's been our weather here, guys. Honestly, I know people in other parts of the world haven't been getting no water. We've been getting so much rain and water. There's local businesses have been flooded, etc., so it's been pretty rough. But, all being well, decking down, then I want to actually put windows using like a plastic resin or a reinforced resin in around the triangles to stop extra water, and then we're going to wire it and put lighting that lights up the roof and then lights up that beautiful, what's that called, rock wall, whatever you want to call it, at the back and all. So yeah, lots to do and lots of fun still to go.
It'll be nice to the lights.
It will, won't it? Yeah. You have a
nice
snap surprise for me.
It's nice not having the duck under the foot.
Yes, we deliberately, Christopher always complained that anything we ever did related to being 6 foot tall, or 6'5" tall, or 6'7" tall. But because he is
6'10",
everything's too low to the ground. So even with the decking on that, her height from the first entrance will be 7'1". So he can walk straight into the camp. So anyway, anything else? No, that's us.
No, I just want to thanks for the likes and subscribes once again. Thank you so much, guys. And yep,
thank you. Look forward to seeing you next week
on the Relaxing Wood Shop.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.